dragged back to his own workplace, escorted through departments, medical records searched, and after finding absolutely nothing, the court hears that a call is made saying, "We can't get what we want here." Bongani Ntanzi described what he says was a search for an injury that simply did not exist. Now, the question hanging over this testimony is uncomfortable. Were investigators following the truth or chasing a result they had already decided on? Did they know that the shooter has hurt himself? Listen carefully to what is said next.
Arrive at a particular destination.
Ingabe-ke kulolo hambo ekugcineni kunala enafika khona.
Ngoba yaqala ukuthi yaqala imoto yama kunamagaraji ayi2 masuka nje mawuya eCarletonville enye ngapha enye ngalo umgwaqo la eSosol.
The car stopped. There are two garages as you go towards Carletonville. The one is on the other side and the one on the other. It's a Sasol.
Masifika la magaraji wethu mabhena wamaphandle khuluma nefoni umkhane ekhuluma nalowo emthelelile ukuthi ngani mayipetrol ngiyazi ukuthi yabehamba.
Welcome phone in Mabena, ne?
Mabena khuluma.
Okay. Then Mabena was on his phone, and then Mukhane was talking to the attendant.
Okay. On that note, Sergeant Mukhane testified in this trial and said that they had stopped at the garage because the motor vehicle, the Toyota Fortuner, was starting to give mechanical issues. Do you know anything about that?
Kubufakazi bakhe bethula-ke la enkantolo uSergeant Mukhane watshela le nkantolo ukuthi izathu soba bameke lapho ukuthi-ke imoto le eyiney'nkinga eyayinazo khona okwaziyo ngalokho. No, my lord, I know nothing about that because I never saw them opening the car up, that is now on the front part of the vehicle.
No. After the stop at the two Sasol garages, one of them, what happened further?
Senimile-ke kuleyo garage-ke kulama garage amabili kwasekwenzekani. When they were done with whatever they were doing, proceeded with the journey.
And eventually what happened? Did you arrive at a destination?
Ekugcineni-ke kwasekwenzekani kukhona la enafika khona.
Yebo safika.
Yes, we did.
Explain further.
Azake kwenzekani lapho.
Masifika-ke le nkosi enkantolo eCarletonville. Ngoba mawufika eCarletonville mawuhamba nje ngomgwaqo edrobheni ama-shaft ayi2 number 7 and number 8.
When we got to Carletonville, my lord, as you proceed, there are two shafts, number 7 and number 8.
Wasembuza khana ukuthi iyiphi shaft osebenza kuyo la ngamtshela ngathi nathi shaft engisebenza kuyikhoma number 8 yakho.
And then Mukhane inquired of me as to which shaft was I working in. I then pointed out number 8,9.
Sahamba-ke masifika-ke ngaphandle kwama-parking la imoto ngaphandle bafika bamisa imoto khona.
We then proceeded, and then when we got to the parking, that's where they stopped.
And now when you say you direct Sergeant Mukhane to a shaft number 8, are we referring to a shaft in
Masikhuluma ke nge-shaft number 8,9, sikhuluma nge-shaft yaseSibanye Stillwater eCarletonville.
Yeah.
Yes.
And is that the place where you said you had been working since 2009?
Indawo le oshilo ukuthi indawo osebenza kuyona kusuka u-2009.
Angiqalanga khona ngo-2009.
I did not start in command 2009.
Where did you start in
Waqala
2009?
Qala number 6.
I started at number 6.
Okay. And then what happened at shaft number 8 when you got there?
Mase nifika-ke lapho shaft number 8 kwenzekani?
Ngihlalile-ke emotweni nkosi enkantolo noMabhena umkhane wangena ngaphakathi lapho ngena ngakhona imoto.
I remained with Mabena in the vehicle, my lord, and then Mukhane used the entrance, the car that is used by cars, go inside.
Ngoba nje kwathatha nje isikhathinyana engakabuyi ukubuya lapha ngakithi futhi.
Because it took a while before he came back.
Wabuya-ke sezosibiza-ke sinoMabhena-ke sahamba sangaphakathi.
He came back to call both myself and Mabena, and we went in.
Masifika-ke egeyithini lamtshena i-security ukuthi akangiqhaqhe lapha ezandleni ngoba ngeke ngikwazi ukungena kule gate le.
When we got there to the gate, when you get at the gate, the security officer then informed me to remove the handcuffs because I won't be able to go through the gate.
Kuyo le gate le ngoba khona umuntu ohlala khona la ophethe icomputer ovula ama-gate ngenombolo.
At that particular gate, because there is a person that sits there that is then controls the access using a computer.
Angibuze ukuthi bekuyini umsebenzi wami ngimtshene ukuthi umsebenzi wami ku-winch operator. Winch operator. Yeah.
He then asked me as to what it is doing. I then informed him that I was a winch operator.
Vela kube sethi kangibiza inombolo washaya inombolo ke igate yayisivuleka sase singena mangena mina kuqala ya 10 kwangena umkhana kwangena uMabhena.
He then asked me for a number, then punched in that number, the gate opened, I went through, Mukhane followed and then Mabhena.
Sorry, Mr. Jones. When you say the security asked you for a number, what number are you referring to?
Uma ese usuthi ke manje security wasecela inumber yiphi le number aqala yona uthi wafaka inumber ovule igate yiphi leyo number le.
Security inombolo ecela ngayo ukuthi iyagada wena khona ola okunendlela khona la intombazane esebenza khona le nombolo eqala ngo Z.
It's not the security officer that asked me, the lady that's for the number. It's a number that starts with a Z.
Would that number be your employee number at Sibanye Steel Water Gold Mine at the time?
Number yakho ke yalapha emsebenzini ukuthi ke umuntu osebenza lapha eSibanye ngaleso sikhathi leso.
Yeah, we number yami namanje bangathola kwenye mine ufanqashwe ngayo futhi.
Their number one.
Yeah, you know the number one.
Yes, it is my number. Even if now I was to go to another mine, to a different mine, I would still be employed using that very same number.
Okay. Then what happened?
Masingena ngaphakathi uMabhena ubuza mina ukuthi lipi office le-HR ngithi mina asambele ngikhombisa ngoba ngiyalazi.
When we got inside, Mabhena then asked me where is the HR office. I then said, let us go. I will point out to the office because I know the office.
Masifika ke khona anokhe uSergeant Mukhane.
When we got there, Sergeant Mukhane knocked.
Asingene umlungu ke ngaphakathi.
We got in and then we found a white gentleman inside.
uMabhena akabuze mina athi nguye lona ngathi mina ayi yili office kodwa umlungu lo akuseyena lo ngangimazi.
Mabhena then asked, is this the person? I said, the office. It is the office, but the person or the white person, it's not the one that I know.
Okay, then what happened?
Bese ke bekhuluma ke naye umlungu uSergeant Mukhane akhulume naye ke. Ebese kumlungu ke bese kuya kimi ke engibuze ngefana ngalo. Amagama ami nenombolo yona le ekhuluphi le ekhala ngo Z 784.
They spoke amongst each other. That is now Mukhane and the white gentleman. The gentleman then came to me in the not like in a proper language which is referred to as asking for my clock number.
Okay, and then what happens after that white person asks you for your bed number and your details?
Emvela ngalokho kumlungu ke mase qeda ukumbuza inombolo acofe ke computer yakhe ke uphuma amaphepha ke awalanda ngoba umshini ukhona khona ke office lapha amaphepha nje wathatha eduzana awabeke ke.
He then punched in the that I gave him, and then the printing machine is not far. Then fetched the papers from the printing machine, and then he put them down, looked through the documents together with the likes of Mukhane.
Now, whilst you are in that office and Sergeant Mukhane is talking to this white person, did you overhear and understand what they were talking about?
Lapho ke kulelo office lelo ke kukhulunywa lapho ke ibona uMukhane bekhuluma naye ke umlungu lona ngaba wabuzwa yini lokho ababekusho noma bekhuluma ngakho.
Ngangakuzwa ngangizwa ngo-October ngingazi ukuthi ikhuluma ngakho.
I couldn't understand because all I could hear was just October, but not knowing as to what it is they were talking about.
And having had that discussion around those documents that were printed out, what then transpired?
Usukuzwile ke lokho sekukhishwa amaphepha ke kwasekwenza amaphepha esekhishwe ke kwasekwenzekani.
Amaphepha bawathatha-ke sasukuma sahamba.
They took the documents, we stood up and we left.
Proceed. Where did you go?
Masifika futhi egate-ini waphinde usisi wambizela inombolo waphinde washaya inombolo wenza u-out saphuma.
When we got to the gate, the lady again asked for the number, punched in the number, the gate opened and we left.
And what transpired thereafter?
Kwenzekani?
Masifika-ke wasengikhafana sesiphumile la kule gate wasephinde ngibuyisela ama-handcuffs sesiya-ke emotweni.
Once we were out, we then put back the handcuffs and then we proceeded to the vehicle.
Masifika-ke emotweni ngangena-ke nawo wangena base bengibuza-ke ukuthi i-medical yakho ikuphi la ngithi lapho kwenziwa khona i-medical kungaphi e-East ngoba lapha sekhona kuse-West number 4.
When we got to the vehicle, they asked me about my medical. I then said it is at the East because where we were, it was at the West number 4.
And when you say they asked you about your medical, do you mean to say they asked you about your medical records at the mine?
Uma usho ke uthi bakuza ngemedical yakho ngabe bekuza ngokuthi ke mhlambe ke ngemininingwane yakho yoku uma ngabe uye emtholampilo khona lapho emine.
Bazange bangibuze ngemininingwane labawuthi ukuthi nje medical mhlambe mawulimele emgodini ni reporta ngokuthi nakungapha phezulu.
Or they just asked me, if let's say for an example you get injured here in the mine, where do you report or where do you go to? I then pointed to them upwards.
And then what happened after they asked you about your medicals?
Kwenzekani?
Sihambile-ke saye safika khona.
We then went and got there.
Masifika khona bafika bamisa imoto ngaphandle.
Upon arrival there, they stopped the vehicle outside.
Ngaphuma emotweni mabhena wangivulela baphinde wangiqhaqa.
Got out of the vehicle, Mabena opened for me and also took out the handcuffs.
Sangihamba sakhona.
We went in there.
Masifika-ke nakhona uza usisi lo uMabhena ethi basacela ukubona umphathi wala eje wakhona khona la.
When we got there, they then asked there that they would like to see a hospital.
And what transpired?
Ubakhombisile.
She pointed out the person to them.
Bakhuluma ngangekho phakathi ngangimi nje phandle emnyango kwangena umhani wakhuluma naye sawaphuma lo mlungu sabela naye ngale reception.
They then spoke there. I was not inside, I was just standing outside. Mukhane spoke to the gentleman, the white gentleman. They then came out and then we went back to the reception.
And what happened?
Masifika lapha usisi naye lo futhi wathi angisondele ngibize inombolo ngoba kufanele a-check ifile leli lami inombolo.
When you got there, the lady asked me for the number because she would just have to punch in and check my file.
Ngabizela-ke inombolo-ke wayi-check-ke waseza nayo.
I gave her the number, she checked it and brought it.
Ngoba ngakuzwa mina uMabhena esekhuluma nawo sisi ngoba sisi lo ngiyamazi ukhuluma isiZulu esemtshela ukuthi ngicela ungicheckele ukuthi ngo-October ayikho injury yareportwa utanzi.
Because as Mabena was speaking to that lady, because I know that lady, she's Zulu, or she speaks Zulu, and then Mabena inquired from her if you can check for me if there was no injury that was reported by Ntanzi in October.
Yeah. What is October? October.
So he just said October, he never mentioned a date.
Why check her? What you say?
She checked and said no.
Okay. What happened then?
They then requested for those particular documents of October. She handed them over the documents and the person in charge was also there.
Okay. Then what had got the documents from the medical section?
When we were done there, we went out and went back to the vehicle.
What happened when you got to the vehicle?
Mina ngangena ngoba ifastela umkhani wangena wahlala ngaphandle qala uMabhena phansi wehlisa ifastela umkhani.
To the vehicle, Mukhana got into the vehicle. Mabena was still outside. When he got inside, Mabena then pressed the window down.
Waphinda umkhani futhi naye wehla ngoba imoto engadukisile wehla bajika ngale noMabhena bekhuluma ngoba into angayizwayo ngathi uMabhena sethe asithule lento esifunayo.
Mokhane then went out and then went out of the vehicle. I then heard Mabena saying, "Hey, my boss, we don't get what we are looking for."
When you hear Mabena saying, uttering those words, was he speaking to Mokhane? Was he speaking over the phone? What was he speaking over when he said that?
Uma umuzwa uMabena esho lawo mazwi lawo oqeda ukwasho manje, wayewasho kuMokhane nocingweni. He was speaking over the phone.
If this account is accurate, it raises serious questions about how far this investigation went and why. Because when records show nothing but the search continues, people start asking whether this was about evidence or pressure. So you tell me, was this a legitimate investigative step? Or did it cross the line into workplace humiliation? Why search medical records if there was nothing they know? Were they looking for a substitute of the real culprit? Drop your view below. If you want every courtroom moment unfiltered, subscribe right now. Support this channel with a super thanks or join membership so this coverage continues and stays independent. This case is still unfolding, and the court will ultimately decide what weight this testimony carries. Our job here is to make sure you see everything for yourself, so the truth is not hidden behind closed doors. Stay with us for the next update. I'm Skybridge. Goodbye.